All right, cycle 13. Let's make this happen. This guy here, looking at this rough drawing I did, I think I'm going to have to do it where it's 2 legs up, 2 legs up. And he's just going to have to go boop, 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 boop. I think doing some kind of actual 4-legged walk, boop, 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 boop. It's just not going to be nearly as funny or interesting as going to the side, seeing the side of the feet, seeing the head tilting back and forth. I think that'll be a lot more interesting. We'll see. We'll see if that's what actually happens when I get into it. Sometimes when I start these drawings and I do the first 2, 3, 4, 5 drawings, I end up going in a direction that I didn't intend. That's not a bad thing. That's one of the reasons that I'm doing this, challenging myself with drawing these straight ahead without roughing them out. Well, the main reason is so I can get them done in a shorter amount of time. But a secondary reason is to just see, what happens if I don't rough it out? What happens if I merely visualize on the page what I'm going to draw before I draw it? And so far, I've been happily surprised by the results. I've gone in directions that I wouldn't normally go in if I was being much more deliberate and roughing things out. And I've got 12 done already. Some of them took 2.5 hours, but 2 hours is the goal. And that's the goal again tonight. So let's see how far I get in 2 hours. All right. That was interesting. Wow! That went in a different direction than I anticipated in 2 ways. One is, the minor way, is just the head. I really started turning this into a different character about halfway through the walk or the run. Well, let's see. Is it a walk? I think technically it is a walk because there's always 1 foot on the ground. The definition of a run is that the feet will leave the ground for at least 1 frame. And in this one here, I've got 1 frame where I technically, or 1 drawing, 2 frames where you could say that the feet are off the ground. Yeah, it's a fast walk. People call it a jog. But you can see, about halfway through, I just started changing this into a different character. The space, the nose shape, the position of the mouth, the way that the eyes were placed in relation to the nose. I really went I completely forgot what my character looked like. And that's okay. I'm okay with that. It's kind of neat that it morphs into different head shapes and then returns to where I initially wanted it to be. But as you may have noticed, this character only has 3 legs. I only drew my initial sketch with 3 legs, and in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, well, the 4th leg is kind of hidden. I'll figure that out eventually. I'll put it in at the end. And as I'm drawing it, I'm just like, well, this is kind of working. I was still thinking all the way up to like the 10th or 11th drawing, I gotta leave time to go put in that extra leg in the background there. And then when I got that back leg, the far leg, working so that it was covering enough ground that it could go from back to front, I looked at it and I played it and it was like, yep, that works. I don't need to do any more. It's a 3-legged dog, bull, cartoony creature, hippo, whatever it is, and it's fine. It works. It's like I say, it wasn't exactly intentional, especially with the 2 legs on one side. My initial intention was 2, 2, 2, 2, and now I've got 2, 1, 2, 1. And even the pattern of it, it's not 2, 1, 2, 1. It's 2, 1, 2. Or no, it's 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. It's not 2, 1, 2, 1. Yeah, not at all what I planned, but it's cool. I like that I'm coming up with stuff that I didn't anticipate because of the way that I'm animating, because I'm doing it straight ahead, because I'm going straight to clean. I'm not being constrained by my regular way of working. And this is the thing about doing this in the industry for such a long time. I've become accustomed to my process, and this is my process, and this is what always works, and this is what I can count on, and this is how I get it done in a certain amount of time, and this is how I make the client happy. And this is very different. This is not that. This is just putting a bunch of lines down, making some drawings that I happen to enjoy and appreciate, putting them together in sequence, and then being surprised by what comes out. Yeah, I'm really loving this process. All right, well, that's if I go back 2 hours in time, I'm gonna tell myself you're gonna be doing a 3-legged walk jog, and your character is gonna be morphing and changing model. I would have thought, no, I've got this under control. I'm gonna have the doot every 6 frames. There's gonna be, or every 6 drawings, 2 legs are gonna hit the ground, 2 feet are gonna hit the ground on the other 6. No, this is terrific. I'm just really happy with the fact that I'm able to surprise myself. That this surprised me. That it worked out. The one thing that I really did plan though was those 2 feet coming towards the screen, so we see the soles of the feet for a few frames. That was pretty much according to plan, but everything else. Yeah, and the stomach line, that was the other thing. I'm really glad that I added that. It wasn't on my initial drawing, but it gives us the sense of the character coming towards camera more. All right, well, there we go. 13 down, 57 to go. Just every time I come up with something new, I'm just excited because it's even if all the rest of them that I do are pretty standard, I was able to get to this point where I was able to, I was finding new solutions to the animation problems. Well, thanks for checking it out, and yeah, more to come. See you next time.